Now, the window ledge I was on is about like the beam in gymnastics, right? And probably a little bit, not as thick or as long or as wide, right? So when these girls do this, right, they only have one shot to not fall, right? But when they fall, it's, because of the length of the beam, right? So when you're trying to get on the... There it goes, right? I didn't mean for her to fall either, right? That's her training, right? Not wishing on her, right? Not knowing who would even be on today, right? But again, the point is, it's your training, though, that keeps you on the beam as well, or while you fall as well. It has nothing to do with the fan or the person watching it, right? Unless someone contacted her and made her nervous about me, right? That I might accidentally see her today. I didn't even know who was going to be on, right? But, right. Not planning on her falling or anything myself as a fan, right? I want her not to fall, actually, right? And I don't know who would even be on it this time, but right now, like I said, it's 12:37, right? 11/5, November 5th, right? 2022, right? And that was a good landing, in my opinion. But again, right, I'm gotta critique it to use it, right? Now, the only way this girl could know about me, though, is if someone I know contacted her and made her interesting, right? And it was about as long as that beam, right? The window ledge itself. But it's also thick concrete. So if I hit it at the right angle, it also could have knocked me out the rest of the way. I don't remember the first 2 weeks, but I don't know either. But it looks more damaged in the sacrum and pelvis area. But how? I wasn't expect no break, but it looks like overkill too, right? As in killed, attacked, right? And the ankle looks oddly damaged too, right? I know it does. Right, and they got soccer on USA today. But I like the women, because this is the men's soccer, right? I don't want to watch the men, right? But the women, right? And these are, I hope, college level women, right? I don't know now, right? I hope they're over to 16 to 18, right? At least, right? The legal age of consent, right? No, that's not what it's talking about. Adultery has to do with two married people, right? Not single people. It's not even talking about a single person trying to find a wife today, right? Because your marriages were arranged back then by your father and his father, right? Arranged his marriage with you, right? Don't you understand that? Or have you forgotten, right? They didn't have a choice mainly in who they married either, right? The parents picked. And it kind of is continued, but now the father pays for the wedding, for example, instead of being given a dowry for his daughter, right? Which is where you give so much money to marry the girl yourself. And if you don't have the money, you couldn't marry her, but even premarital sex is in the Bible, so that's between you and the girl. Or you're reading it wrong. I know. We do a lot of things in dating they didn't do back then, right? Here's the problem. You cannot force marriage on anyone, nor can you say, right, who you're supposed to marry, right? Marrying and being given in marriage is more about an arranged marriage, too, right, than a choice marriage, right? Where the male and female meet each other and fall in love and get married, right? But the Bible never said you couldn't have premarital sex that way. It talks about the male enticing the female anyway in the sex, right? Now, this is a 21-year-old girl. She's British, right? Alice. Go ask Alice when she was just small. I'm sorry, Alice. I don't know. The other girl's name was Jade, I think, or something, right? I don't know either girl. I'm not going to contact them both either. That's overboard, right? Or at all. I'm trying to make a point here, right? And she fell too, didn't she, right? And I fell 3 stories, or, from the 3-story window ledge, right? The rest of the way down, right? But I'm a little confused about why the ankle is barely injured, but the pelvis is almost destroyed, right? See what I mean? Right. That can only happen if you're attacked by someone with rage. Wrath. Right. Not if you just fell 3 stories, right? You might would break the pelvis and push it up a little bit, but not like this, right? And if you don't want to see it as an attack, you're blind as a bat, right? And I don't know who attacked me or why. But someone keeps making a big deal out of my ex-wife having a stepdaughter, and I can't coach her by myself to wake me up. I'm not around her long enough. A weekend ain't long enough for me to coach her, but someone before could have. From the dad to the grandparents, right? That's all you got. If I met her on Thursday, that I'm sure of. Because of when I went back to base and when I fell. I remember all that part, right? And I was back on base, so I couldn't have fallen on base either. I think I fell on base, right? Now, if my ex-wife tried to set me up with her own daughter, then attack me after, she would have to get me off base, dummy. That's what I'm saying. That don't quite make sense, right? See, my ID's in the room, too, right? But if someone on base attacked me, it would be over the gay people in the Navy. And if he was one of them or not, right? I know what it would be about, don't you? In the Navy. If he's in that Navy. If he's in that Navy, I'm not in that Navy. Exactly. I'm not going along with that part.
With that, her performance and qualification day was truly a fluke accident.
But she's an attractive young lady. Her name is Alicia, right? See, that's the point. And Chelsea, I don't know who that is. That's probably wrong, right? And that's what I mean. I don't even know her, right? I don't even think the girl even knows me, right? But when you meet someone, you can or can't interact with them but so much, right? When you don't meet someone, you don't even know who they are, right? Even stars don't have to worry about me contacting them at all because I don't know how to. Right? Nor do I have time to worry about you. I'm trying to start my own career, don't even know what the hell to do about it, right? Or how to start it, right? But I'm stuck in Georgia, too. I can't just go to California because I'm disabled for real, right? And I don't spend my time worrying about Mariah Carey, who was on Jimmy last night, or Black Panther, Beauties, right? whatever. Kimmel. Okay. I say in Georgia because I can't get to Mariah, and I'm not going to be one of those stalker paranoid schizophrenics, right? I don't have to do that, see? Just like sleeping with children. I don't try to sleep with children, right? Or I would get in trouble more frequently. Idiot, right? But there's only 2 people who have full contact with her, the biological dad or the grandparents. I never had full contact with her alone, right? That's suspicious if the girl even woke me up and I don't remember it because of the fall. They're close enough to explain it that way, too. And trust me, she would only be in there as briefly as I could figure out what the hell's going on, right? That's what I mean, right? And then I bring her back to her mom and ask her who showed her that, because that's not normal even to me, right? And even mentally ill, I know not to have sex with the child, right? Plus, it will leave DNA on the carpet, or whatever we had, or even a stained wood floor. You can leave DNA on that, right? And then you would have me dead to rights because there would be proof I had sex with the child, right? All this is an accusation, right? An accusation cannot be proven beyond a reasonable doubt, and that's why, again, it's like the Salem witch trials, right? Someone who wasn't there could be accusing us as well. Like I said, right? They're accusing the whole family, even the biological dad. Like accusing the stepdad, right? That's what I've always been telling you, right? See, I can't do nothing without the child first coming into the living room to wake me up. And then I got to figure out why she's in there with me if she's alone, right? And I know 2 reasons a child might wake you up in the middle of the night that have nothing to do with sex, right? One is if she has to pee. And the other is if she has to go to the bathroom, right? And wants a shower or a bath, right? I don't know. See, you're making me make it up. Mm-hmm. Whether I can prove I'm making it up or not. Now, I like that body, right? Of that girl. That's hot, right?
For Brazil. This event is terrific.
I don't care about her nationality, right? Either. She looks just hot in that one-piece leotard, right? That's all I know, right? And this is live, right? You know, I mean, this is today, right? Now, it could have been recorded earlier, right? Right? And this is just showing you clips of earlier things, too, right? People who already performed, right? Now, again, right? Right. I especially like the tumbling, right? But I'm not coveting. I'm finding attractive the female, right? Coveting has to do with someone around you who you're trying to actually have sex with, but not sure of her situation, right? Like I keep telling you about Maria, I try not to covet her, but I know she's living with a dude, but, right, I don't know the situation. I don't know if they're married. I don't know if they're single. I don't know if they're boyfriend and girlfriend, right? I don't know if they're just roommates living together, right? Whatever the situation is, so no one has told me specifically, other than Maria herself, that she's her boyfriend, right? So I know about it, right? And I'm not trying to get with, again, right, a boy, right? Now they're going to the men, so nope. Mm-hmm. That's when I'll bail, right? And watch something else, right? And it is a critique, I know. See, I'm buying nBC as a product, right? Even if it's for free, right? So when it's for free, I'm critiquing it. Now, this is ridiculousness, again, right? Which I watch sometimes, too, with Rob Dardrick, I guess that's how you say it, Chanel West Coast, and Shirley Brim, right? Which there's, 3 people up there, and then they call it a celebrity sometimes, right? And this is Sterling, right? And Chanel's episode 27, season 22 from 2021, right? September 17th, right? Now, this is the show I'm current, right? And currently watching a show on MTV, right? Now, Chanel's hot, but that's all I can say, right? Right. I would never contact her. I would never do nothing with her or Rob, even though they use one of my videos. So she knows about me then. But I never contacted her personally at all. But not that I'm not saying she's fine, right? You know what I mean? Right? I might even think of her while, having the wet dreams, but I'm not sure. I can say that, right? 100%. Maybe 50-50 or 25 or 10. I'm teasing. But even if she has a man, she probably, thinks of him, right? It's not a sin, right? So I'm telling her, too, if you got a man, it's okay to think of him, right? I don't judge. I don't judge. But they did one of my 5 octave videos again. So she knows about me, so does Sterling, so does Rob. All right. But I never contacted them either. They don't put your videos on. They pick it out of all the videos, right? You can't submit one and they put it on, right? They pick it and then they post it, right? Or they show it or not, right? Now, with mine, I think the dude from the Late Show with James Corbin was on there. If I remember correctly. Yeah. I think that's who that was. I'm not sure, but... Now, I also been on Tosh Point. I've also been on C4. And they did a big thing about me. Showing off my disability. But theirs too. And that's critiquing the critiquers right back. Exactly. But it's all fun and games. I mean, if you're going to put something up, it's going to get critiqued, right? But it works both ways. Uh-oh. You can't say she ain't hot in that dress. And you hope it's a she. It don't look like a he, but I could be mistaken with surgery, right? I don't know. You know what I mean there, right? Some men want to look like a woman, right? Some of them want to look like a man, right? And some look like a man. And some look like a woman, right? Even on Body Shop. It's a man who looks almost like a woman, ain't it, right? And then one of them has on a corset, but his face looks feminine, right? You know what I mean, right? Some men, okay, go that way, right? Some men don't, right? But we got to work with everybody, or we destroy ourselves from within, right? Gay or straight. So you can't be totally gay, you can't be totally straight. Some people will choose it, right? Some people will say it's not a choice and do it anyway, right? But that can also lead to rape, which is a crime. See. And all you can do is explain it too, right? I don't do it, but I know about it, but I could have been raped and blacked out by men too, but, right? I know I was with women more than men, right? By choice. I know, right. I choose women over men, right? If I don't have a choice, men are trying to rape me, And I said no to them, and you said no to them. Mm-hmm. Definitely no. And this is what I watch. I watch videos, or I do this, or I do that, or I critique it, or I teach you how to sing it, right? Which is all fair use and copyright law too, even with music. Why? Lyrics to a song, notes to a song can be what? Taught. Now, you can also teach people to freestyle the song like the artists do live, or sing it in their own voice, or impersonate them, right? I can do all three, all the above, right? And since I'm disabled, all I can really do is teach. And like I told you, I have an ex-wife who had a daughter before I met her, right? And I didn't meet her for the daughter. I didn't even know when she would be able to get her from her mom either, right? But she tried to 6 months later, right? That's also when she left me straight to Tennessee, and right? Someone's saying the daughter came in there to me, and that would be on her too, right? Right. How do you know? If I don't quite remember, only her or the daughter can remember, right? And the daughter's only 4, so she's going to have limited memory, right? The mom would definitely remember, but she has half her brain, right, removed from surgery from having a tumor. But there is one other person who can add to that. Right. Now, the grandparents might know, but why would they want their daughter to be exposed to a man, right? Who, if the daughter came there, wouldn't bring her back to him, right? That could be a test, like I said, her, right? And that's what I'm saying I would do, right? If she did. I don't quite remember because it would be that brief. I told you this all before, right? And keep telling you, right? Some things you remember, some things you don't, and that's not convenient amnesia. It was over 30 years ago in 2024. That means 28 today, right? And it's past September, right? And I've been on YouTube since it started, right? And just started out doing my impersonations, right? Still trying to use fair use, by the way. I don't think none of my impersonations sucked, right? I think they were all perfect, right? Spot on, right? They were. Yep. Now, what I'm worried about it is why are you coming down on me so hard? I don't even know you. Now, we all heard the rumors about auto-tune, or right, all that crap, right? But I do know when you're seeing live, too, right? Unless you can bump it up or down, right? But all an equalizer can technically do is make you sound better or worse, right? But not change your actual sound, right? What you've seen with. Which is why impersonators impersonate what they hear, even, you got what I need. We can do that, or there's a lady who knows all that whisper is gold. And she's buying the stairway to heaven. Is that Plant? Robert Plant? Yep. Spot on. Are we hearing the same thing coming out of my speakers as yours? Yeah. Or not? We hear two different things? Because I heard it myself. I taught you that's the first thing you got to understand is who are you and what do you sound like to impersonate someone else, right? I know my voice and your voice, so that's why you can do it, right? Or not, right? And I taught you cupping your ear to your mouth to hear yourself, right? See, that's teaching you how to impersonate, not just impersonating someone without permission, right? I don't have permission, so I'm teaching you legally unfair use, right? I don't know how to contact us either, right? And they wouldn't try. No, you wouldn't try. Now, if you follow me, though, what do I talk about doing with women? Making love. Only making love, right? You can be on top, even, right? I'll lick the slit, right? Because it's the door. I know. You get the door ready for entrance of the key, right? It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor, honey. The male tree in the candlestick that contains the old for the candle has to do with reproduction of the male and female as well. Oh, no, it does. Yes, a metaphor. The male has the anointing oil, and the female contains it when the male ejaculates inside of her, right? And she holds the oil, right, as the candlestick, right? The olive tree and the candlestick. The olive tree is the male, the candlestick, the female. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate changing? Telling the truth. Hot women, I hope. Dude, look like a lady. Some do. Dude, look like a lady. And I love y'all, and I love you all, as in how asexually. I hear that too. Boob shot, nipple shot. And again, it's a joke. I know. But even the male nipples get erect in the cold. I know. And when sexually stimulated, right? Understand?